let's do this. Let's do this.
I think I sent it to you already.
Are you sent it? Okay. Okay, we have one. Bro, which city is this?
Tampa.
Tampa. Okay. We have until 35 to finish this. Alright. Ready or not, we'll finish it at 35. Oh, this is nice. Okay, let's go. Let's go sold. I haven't seen the value. Oh, that's good. I haven't seen the value. I love it. That's good. Dirty mine. The highest is this two. Alright. 240 to 30. Sometimes why don't we just take this, huh? Why don't we just do this, man? Why don't we just do this, man? Why don't we just invent the wheel, man? Oh, nice. Sorry. I'm done.
List for no, actually. Wait 1 second. Let me just come back.
I'm done, man. I'm done.
Well, list 415 sell.
You're done?
List 415 sell.
Okay, list 415, sell.
450.
List 415, sell 450?
415, same.
Bro, you cannot do that.
That's possible, right?
No. You gotta put 10%.
Okay, list 4.
Why are you playing? I have mine. I've not seen the value, so I'm not. You have been altered. You've been altered by the value. That's why. What's the list price? What's the sell price?
Wait. Okay, let me change. List 415, sell.
Looks like you're guessing because you're supposed to have the sell price first and then add 10%. So I think you're guessing right now. Anyways, the time is up. Time is up. Just keep your values. Okay, so you said 415. I don't know how you did that, but okay.
433. Listen, list 433. List 436. Sell 415.
All right. So that's your number, and mine is list 407, sell 370. All right.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Who's correct?
What did they say?
Let's go to property history and see who is correct. Active 335. What the hell? It was very, very wrong. 335 and then it sold for 340. So this is like a hot market. 335. So I said 47. Why did they list it for 335? That's so weird. That is just weird.
What about the warranty deed that's showing there?
Bro, what are you talking
Does that
about?
affect anything?
What is warranty
It's
deed?
the first transaction there. On 102, the first transaction. I think that doesn't affect anything because the listing price was 335 there.
Oh, I see what you're saying on property history. No, that's
Yeah,
just
like
warranty deed is a deed. It's just the name of a deed. That's the one. That's when they bought it. That's when they bought it.
Yeah.
So they bought it and then flipped it for 1 month. Oh man, these people are fast. What the hell? And then they listed and then the next day it sold. Oh my goodness. This is the before and after that. It's crazy. Probably the way they're working 24 hours. Okay.
Yeah, so man, we'll go wrong.
Yeah, so I mean I say that I don't know why they didn't go higher. That's weird. Maybe it's but how did you get 400? You were very wrong. I got 370 because
How did I get 400? I I came at I looked at the one which is the highest, like the highest
Share your screen.
sold.
Share your
My
screen.
screen is being shared.
Okay. Go ahead.
I looked at the highest sold. Um, I looked at the highest sold from up to 0.3 actually, not up to 0.25, but 0.3, and then
But you, so you means
the,
you counted the 0.3.
I used the 0.3. I didn't make.
Bro,
I
I
used
told
it.
you. I told you don't go. That's your first mistake.
Yeah, but
Like,
then you said like
no, I
it's
said only
0.25.
0.2. If you see 3, don't use a 3. That's just me.
It's a 0.25, but
Yes, but
um,
don't go anything. And I say, you know what I'm saying is correct. I say don't use anything with a 3. Use anything with 2.8, 2.9, 2 whatever, you can use it, but don't use a 3. I say that. You remember it, and that's why you're stuck right now. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I think that's the first mistake using that one because that's. But even though it shouldn't be so much off, but I mean that's what threw you off. So if that I would say 3.7, it's still like I would not. I can still use 2.7 in whatever. But here's the way it gets. I think that didn't really. But that maybe was one of them. You see, all this at 3, like 270. First of all, when you cross on 3, just also check if it's crossed any major roads. That's what I would check. 'Cause what I'm seeing is that those 3 and 3.1, 0.3 and 0.31, they almost look like they're close to each other.
yeah, it's well, yeah, it's across the street. But there's only one property which is not on the street, which doesn't cross the street, which is 307. Everything else is across the street anyway.
No, but they're close by. If they're close by, it's not. I guess yes, but it's still not. Like when you, it's almost like what they really look at is this. Like, why do we use the distance? Here's what I'm telling you why you use the distance. That big road is yes, but if you go on Google Maps and see first. I mean, maybe let me explain the concept first, and then you're gonna know why we use that. So if you come, I don't know how should I explain this. Let me try to show my screen. So the concept of distance goes hand in hand with the concept of age.
Okay.
Okay? Why do we use distance? We use distance because distance, we are staying in the same area. First of all, it's going to be the same school district, same. Those are basic. That's the basic understanding. Like, hey, it's the same area. Everything looks the same. Like if you, like of course, like a farther area, like downtown, like let's say U.S. Embassy area, and somewhere areas in Zambia, it's just different areas. That's one of the first understanding of distance. Like if it's far away, it's a farther distance, whatever. But the another way of understanding distance is that if it's close by, most likely, especially in America, how are houses built in America? Like let's say if 50 years ago, San Francisco was like just bare land, right?
Okay.
Right, and then somebody built houses.
Okay.
The way people build houses in America is that maybe it might be a little bit different, but most of the times it works like this: is that a builder or a developer goes and finds land, bare land. It's still happening today. Until today, there's some lands that are bare, that the cities are expanding. So I go and find like a bare land somewhere near, like let's say Istanbul, a little bit outside of Istanbul, or San Francisco, a little bit outside of San Francisco, because San Francisco is very full. I found a bare land a little bit outside of San Francisco, and it's a huge land. Then what I do is I build like 100 homes in that land.
Okay.
I get a loan, a big loan from a bank, commercial loan. I build 100 homes, and then I sell those homes individual to each person. That's how selling of land happens. Now, what happens when you sell those, when the builder builds those homes, most of the time it's going to do them in exactly the same manner. Meaning, that's why when you look at pictures of America, you're going to see a house like one next to another. They're just different in color. Like they're just different in paint, but they're one next to another, next to another, next to another, next to another. So that's the concept of distance. That's why when you go far away from the distance, it goes to a different subdivision, meaning another builder built it with another design and another concept and whatever, and it's a different value. So that's the real idea of distance, and also the age comes into the same idea, meaning like if it was around the same area, it was probably the same builder took like 5 years to build, and He
Okay.
built this part and then he built another part within the same. So he built the whole neighborhood, but he started small, small. But the design of the house, they are not much farther. And also, the fact that age also plays the factors in that all the homes were built using different technology, different designs, and different, like, today modern homes don't have like a normal kind of basement. Maybe they have a different kind of basement, and they use like, they don't use brick, maybe they use wood and that kind of stuff. So it's that one too. But on top of that, it's also the same builder. So that's the idea of all of it. So you can really, like, you can even go 1 mile if you have 1 mile of similar houses, and it's the same builder in a sense, and also you have the same school district. It kind of, the vibe is still the same. It's not like a different vibe. You can still go 1 mile, but you're safer if you stay within half a mile, and you stay within a quarter mile. You're even much more safer, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Like must be really, really, really like similar.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So now let's go to. Well, can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Did we already figure this out, or we're about to? So if I go to 340, so I'll go. I was supposed to not go above 330, and if I click 330, I'm gonna. Oh, jeez, why doesn't it allow me to select 330? 330. 0.30. This is 375. Okay, so 375 is this one here. So yeah, I mean, you're right. If the only one is here, but this one's here, are also fine. Like, this also is not that it's the main road. I don't think this is the main road. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. So I told you to look at Google Maps. I mean, you can. This is another very long, tedious process. You don't need to do that. But I'll just say if you say within 0.25, it should be fine. But if I want to just make sure, I can just go to 0, and then just see if that's a really main road, or it's just like just a road. So we go. Where do we need to go? Sorry, we are here. So 97. We just need to go straight to meet this and Tacoma Trail. So I want to see if Tacoma Trail is. Do I need to go up or down? Actually, I can do this. I forgot that I can do this. Yeah, this is actually much better. Okay, so if I look like this, if I go back, you see, it's not really a main road. It's just like,
It's more road.
yeah, it's a regular road. Like, it doesn't. See, it's not like you have like highway. Yeah, it's just like a road. Yeah, it's definitely a main road, meaning like it goes from one end to another, but it's not much of a differing road. Like, it's not like a highway kind of road. Now I'll show you a main road when you go. And this is really good actually. I using zoom like this. So for example, this one is the main road. Do you see this one? So this one, like, if you stay within
Yeah,
this area,
definitely. You can even see the side. Yeah.
yeah, if you stay within this, you see this here, here. If you stay in this one, you're in the same pretty much. And even though it's going to be more than a mile, like, but if you stay within this neighborhood, pretty much the comps are almost the same. You stay in this area. You know, the main road at this one. So if, like, right now, if I zoom in, so this is why this is so good. So this one is same comps. You go, this is different. These are different squares. This is also a different area. You see how different this looks? This is probably like, did you see? Like, this is probably one developer that developed this area. So
Yeah.
so you can even hear, and you can match comps with here, because it's just like the same. Even though maybe it's a little bit of a different feel, but it's just the same like vibe.
Subdivision. Yeah.
Yeah, you see here, University of Florida. This is another different subdivision here. Um, this is another different subdivision. Like, yeah. So that's pretty much it, man. Like, most of those would just even be justified. So if I was to say here 375, I think we did great, but we're off because the closer you are, the better you are. That's what I can say. I think that's why it's like, if you stay, like, you see, because if you look at this, like, this one was like, why would somebody pay more than 350 if next door, again, this is another weird thing whenever I see something like this, because it means like this was very underpriced that the person just saw it and like, I got it. So it was like, don't take any other day. And even it didn't even write just beautiful tweet. So this something weird happened here. So that's why I don't want to account this. But let's look at another one. So I would probably account 370 as my ARV, the same bed and bath. Square foot is even perfectly the same. So I would say like 370 or unless this is like not the same. Am I boring you, Phil?
No, I'm following you.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, I would still give it the value of 370. Now I don't know why they started at 340. Did they start at 340, right?
They started at
335, yeah, 335. Yeah, this is just a weirdos. I don't know why they did that. Or maybe this was 340 was like a different, 370 was a different time. Maybe, but nah, man. I don't know. I mean, I would start at 370. To be honest with you, I'd start the same thing as we did, like 400, and then pretty much go down.
Go down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
now it's kind of high.
yeah, but I would definitely not. But you are too high, so that's something that you, because you gotta when you're setting your number, you were at 450 or something like that, right? I don't know what
I
was
was
it.
at like
30, 4.
because of the thing that I use.
Yeah. Also another thing also, if you see like I think yours was the highest here. You, one thing also, if you see like two, so for example here I see 270. Sometimes you can use like if I see here 3.2 and 3.2 and 3.2, and I see all of them they're around 350, 370, 375. I'm not gonna use the price per square foot to compare this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this one here. So I'm gonna use the average of this. I would say like 360. That's what I would do, rather than using this, because the difference. It looks like the difference really doesn't make that much of a difference. The difference in square footage, if that makes sense. So it's again, that's why I say this stuff is more of a science and art. Like it's you still like it's
Practice.
yeah, you still have to do a lot of practice and kind of get it. And also a third most important thing, if you wanna really double check your numbers, is again this one's are too much in the past, but I'll go with houses under contract and see what a property is selling for at the moment. So right now I see the houses are selling for the same, like under contract properties are around 350, 340. So that's where pretty much. But maybe they got their numbers from our property because our property sold first. But that's another way to double proof your ARV by seeing how much are the houses selling for. Even though this one is selling. This one sold for more, but it has one bedroom more. So if I minus 30, I would say 380, 390. Now I'm gonna see why. So this is way huge in square footage. Again,
And then also, why would you check under contract? Because like
this is just double.
Through.
Huh? Go ahead.
But it's still fine because this is just 1 month after.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, you're right. You're right. I wouldn't check on the contract when doing this, what we're doing. But if let's say if this was a live property, like it was not a store, because this one was. I think you're trying to make a point like if this one ours was 30 days before, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, like let's say ours was sold like let's say in January or February. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't use under contract. Yeah, irrelevant. But if it was like something right now we're working on, I would just use this to see and also see how much of like house is selling for right now. So for example, right now there's nothing selling, there's nothing listed. So like this one I'm probably gonna that's interesting. So this one went under contract in 4 days and this one went under contract in now this is where you do analysis. Why do you think this one went under contract in 146 days and why this took 4 days? I'll be right back.
Maybe fairly pricey.
I'll be back. Philip?
Right here.
Yeah, you say what was the reason?
I would say maybe they just listed at the right price, man. But
Okay.
like, cause I can see like the square footage similar,
Uh-huh.
price per square foot not too different. Um, yeah,
Okay.
bed bath same. It's only lot size that's different, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. Um, okay, now I don't know if this is under contract date or this is under contract just list date. But maybe one is not updated. So that's the first thing I would say. One is not updated. So actually, I might be correct. So one is bad condition, so it took longer, like everybody was passing on it. Does that make sense? Then this one is probably in good condition. But if both of them are in the, huh?
You haven't seen the picture, bro.
Yeah, but this is just my assumption. I don't
Your
know.
assumption.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just assuming that this one was in bad condition. It took long, and then this one was good. So it was just snatched right away. If that's not the case, I'll try to assume something else. Okay. Yep. And probably sometimes this is there's a renter that is tough to sell. That could be an. So let's see. Welcome to this.
But I mean, that number of days is way too much. That's
Yeah.
almost half a year, 6 months.
No, wait. Come on, man.
140, yeah?
That's not half a year.
1 year is 360.
Oh yeah, that's like 3 months, 3.5 months. 120, no, 4.5 months.
5 months, bro. 4.9. Like,
Okay,
5 months.
5 months. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's just because of condition. Yeah, that's right. So, see, this one is updated. I mean, reasonable. Not really good, also this one, but it's reasonable. And then this one is bad. That's why. And they stuck on the like they wanted to sell it for almost market value. Now, why was this one here? Can you guess why this one was sold for so high? What's your guess? I'm gonna just minus the 30, so I'm gonna assume it's 390. But it's
I
gonna
don't know, like, just looking at it, I would say square foot is bigger, lot size is way bigger, like,
yeah,
almost
yeah.
double.
Actually, yeah. Because if you take the oh, you said lot size, yeah, lot size is bigger too. Yeah, that's right.
More room, like, everything is like.
Because
way bigger.
if you take 240, if you take 243 and you times, you almost get the same value. If you use the square footage, you almost get the same sale price, right? If you use price per square footage.
Times, let's see, 1735. Yeah, actually, you do get the same, yeah. 423, unless 425.
And there you went under contract right away, accepting backup offers. So this was sold before even listed. See, because the listing says under contract, or maybe this was just changed like after. Anyways, yeah,
As they went with.
yeah, man. I guess let's take another example, the last example before we leave. Have you already put it?
We're searching it. I found it on this page.
Cool.
Yeah, there we go. Quite happy.
Cool. Ooh, this is a fancy property. Maybe the picture, the guy was he was an actor. He was a movie director. He had like some cool pictures. Even though we don't have this, is gonna be tough for you, but there's no comms. But try to, if you can. I'm gonna use the all method. There is no comps, and even the all itself doesn't have comps. That's weird. Let's see, 250, 298. Raw. And this is just
Bro, how am I gonna be able to do this?
you selected it probably, but I'm gonna just 240. I see. Well, this is just tough property. 2-1. This is another one. It's a compass. Yeah, I found it 275. I'll say 300 probably. But I'm justifying.
300 list?
No, 300 sale. 300 sale and then list. I'm just trying to justify though. I'm very much using an odd dollar sign. Just 300 and then I'll put 1.1, 330. 330 list, 300 sell.
Let's see.
Okay, time's up. Let me see.
300 list to 290 sell.
Okay. And we both guessed so much here, but how did you get it? Let's go.
Bro, me, I couldn't manage to do it. I told you how.
So how did you get how did you get the number?
No, I was checking to see if yours is accurate, not to say mine. Like, neither is impossible.
Oh wait, so what was the number? Well, how much was it? I said 300, 330, 300. How much was it?
300 sell, 330 list.
That's what.
You were off.
No, that's what I said,
That's what
right?
you said, yeah.
So
That's what you said, yeah. But the real value is 300
list.
and
Okay.
then 290 sell.
Okay, not bad. You wanna know how?
I mean, bad because you're off like 30K.
Not bad, man. There's no comps.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's no comp, man. That was just pure guesswork, man. There's nothing you can do.
No, just look how I at least guessed work. Let me show you at least for this last one and then we'll end. Are you on my screen?
Wait a second. Yeah, on your screen, but something is wrong.
What's
How
going on?
come you got those comps? Look what's showing on my screen.
Oh, so
Like,
how?
mine is showing.
Yeah, but I'll show you. That's what I'm about to show you. How did? Oh, you didn't do anything. Okay, yeah. Let's check my
Yeah,
screen.
because I saw only one comp right
Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so you started like this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What I did when I found like this, and first of all, I can just see if it's possible. Maybe it's possible, but this I already see 25K, so I'm gonna guess like this is just a shitty. It's nothing. So what I'll do is I'll use all. I'll get everything that's available that has been sold, and I'll organize it by distance. And then the only tough thing about when you get all is that you see 2,000, you're gonna get 2,000 square foot, almost twice the size with the same. So what I did is I looked at everything that was almost close to this square footage. This one is the first one, it's sold for 250. So this is one comp. Then I look at the pictures. Okay, this is not really good. So since this is not really good, I can use my method I told you last time. If something is not good, you add like 15%. I can use that. I don't want to do that. If I do that, I think I'll get. I'll get 276. But let's say that's, I'll just justify it later on. But so 276, that's the first thing. Did I do it right or no? Yeah, 270. Are you here, Phil? Are you getting this or no? Because I don't want to leave you behind.
I'm calling you.
Okay.
I'm right with you.
Alright, this one I won't use it again. I didn't even use it because this one is, see here, 100 years apart. So cancel this two right away. You hear? Okay.
Yeah, to 1918 and 2024.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna use this too. So I'm left with these other ones, but now I'm gonna, again, I still need to check the square footage. So I'm gonna look anything that's close. This is very far from it. It's almost 500 square foot. I'm not gonna use that. This is again almost 500 square foot, so I'm not gonna use any of those. So the second property I'll use is either this and this. So these two are the only ones that I use to. So and they're almost all of them like very close to 72 here. So even if I take an average, I kind of know like my property needs to be around these two numbers. Does that make sense? Around these two numbers.
Okay.
So around 270, 260, 250. That's my value. Now I took this one and then I don't know. I didn't take this one first because this one was not updated. So I took the other one because the other one was much better, updated probably. So I used that one instead. It's much better. It was not as good as I wanted it to be because you see the tablets are not good, but it's at least a little bit better. So this one, and then I use the price per square foot, and you're gonna get you to 300. And even though this one was 30 years apart, not so good. Again, you can use like it's still this is the best option you have. So you can either use this one and then adjust the years, maybe remove 10%. Actually, it would even get me to the same. So let's say if I was to get that one, I'd get to 300, then minus another 10%. So I usually use 10% just to adjust. So I would take 10,
270.
yeah, 270, and then I would use my list price as sell price at 270, list price as 10% more, so 300-ish. Yeah, so that's the only one I use. This one also you can use this one. I will see this one, but I didn't use this because this one looked like a perfect candidate. I'm gonna guess this one is also not updated. Yeah, you see, I always know this stuff, man. Like when you see the price per square foot is definitely not updated. This is probably the only closest to updated, 293 per square foot. And they have it, Philip. Why didn't I use this one? No, this is weird one. This one's also older.
That one.
This is 2060, but I could have used this one too.
But even that's like 50 years though, huh?
Yeah, that's another thing. But this is 3.2. Okay, this is another thing. This is 3.2. This is why you have to pay attention to this stuff. If this one was the 3.2, I would have used this one. So this I would need to adjust it by 50K less in order to use it, if that makes sense. And also another thing, this one is almost 1,000 square foot more. So that's why. Wait, am I mixing stuff or what? Yeah, I'm
No,
mixing.
you know, that's,
Yeah,
that's like, yeah, like
Yeah.
750.
Yeah, this I wouldn't use. Sorry, I wouldn't use that one. So yeah, so again, that's why that's how I got the number. So yeah, man. I mean, just with practice, man, it's gonna get very. Because people who determine this number, they do the same thing we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, they probably look at like 100 of those things a day, so if we probably look at the same rate, in about a week or so, you even just grasp it. Maybe even shortcuts to doing it.
1,000%, 1,000%. And okay, so now at least we're on the same page. So to maybe on Monday, we're gonna end now, but just to show you where we're at. So we've shifted the plan. And why did we do what we did today? We did it because we want to know the ARV, right?
Okay.
And then the second step will be to find out how to offer, right? So what?
Right.
Why are we finding out how to offer? So we can find out what is the buyer willing to pay based on these repairs. So we first part. I mean, you're not perfect yet, but with practice, when we keep on doing practice, we're gonna get perfect. And then now after that, we're gonna look what's the buyer willing to pay for this house. How do we come up with that number? So that's what's next. But we're gonna do a few more practices next week on the ARV, then what to offer, and then after, once we're done with that, now we're technically good. So now we'll start to look for buyers, look for a lot of buyers, like build our list, and then we connect wholesalers. And then what we'll just do is to make a margin in between,
Cool.
and then start sales in the future. All right, cool. All right, see you, Philip. Thanks so much, man.
Bro,
I got-
Joseph,
yeah,
Taylor, bro, can you check that thing out?
yeah, I'm checking.
Yeah, I've seen it become an impact. Yeah. Is it possible you can get a shot? You see, when it comes to you, you like to worry about. I'm saying you wanna be tripping when it comes to you, but you're ready
So not yet.
All right, bro.
And also,
I
Anthony
guess
is saying estimated settlement date April 16.
April.
16.
Man,
So
why don't you just send it from your normal account and then you get it back from that account?
no, I don't wanna do that anymore. I did today. I did. I mean, I might as well just send you the 75 and then wait.
Because you didn't know, like, huh?
Nah, man. I mean, I already sent the money this way.
Huh?
No, bro. I just don't want to mix the stuff. Plus, you don't really have to, like, until Monday.
Yeah, but then remember I told you about me wanting to put the stuff into my account. First I have to pay my sister, and then I want to put the stuff into my account as well. So there's that.
So what's the problem with you getting 75 and then waiting for another 2 weeks to get the other money?
Bro, we agreed that you would pay me this week because I need to open that account. We agreed that Friday, this week I'll get the normal pay, and then other time I'll get 2 weeks because there's no delay. Because there's no rush, sorry. Because I want to set up this account, you understand? So I need to put money into the account, set it up, all that stuff. So that's why I did things calculated. Like I pay my sister, I get net, I get the account set up, all those things. That's why I said, yeah, this week make sure like 125 will be good. Then moving forward, I don't mind waiting 2 weeks.
Okay. So, I mean, if that's the case, so the only issue here is that you need this money right now, and then the other one doesn't really matter.
What do you mean?
Like, you need this money right now, right? 125 right now. But the other one, the other money, if it comes 2 weeks, is not a problem.
Exactly. That's what we agreed upon. Like this one, because of the cost now, it will be good. Then the other one, I'll wait. Like I'll be getting every 2 weeks. It's fine.
Okay. The other one, do you need it after 2 weeks exactly?
Yeah.
Why?
Bro, I need to be depositing money into my account. Bro. I need to show like activity into my account. You get what I'm saying? Like, why should I wait for like a month? Like, it's like I'm not getting any money. You know what I'm saying? Like that account is for there's growth in that account that I want to use. Remember what I told you about that account? Like I'm holding it for 3 months, right? It's an interest-based account. You get it?
Yeah.
So I want to use it one for the visa purpose, in case they ask for paperwork. Two, because the money grows in that account. So just to show like transactions have been coming in one, and two, for the money to be grown. That's the purpose of me opening that account. You get what I'm saying? So let's say me getting it 3 weeks later, like it's also delaying the growth of the money which is inside the account.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I mean, then I guess the best option would be just to wait until, because the only option is sending it twice. Sending it twice. Because this is the first time we're sending it. And yes, okay, there's two things. There's one is that, hey, why don't you just send it from a personal account? It's not really that. It's almost, I can say it the same way as why don't you just wait until Monday? You know, it's almost the same issue as you're saying. Like, why don't you send it?
Yeah, like for example, you can because there's no rush. It's like you can like wait, send, and you can simply like cancel that transaction. You know what I mean? Like it will still come back to your personal account. All you need to do is like,
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like you like your reason for saying like why don't I cancel it? You want me to cancel it, and then send it from my personal account. But I don't want to do anything with my personal account that is business related. Does that make sense? So
yeah, true.
it's almost the same as
Like,
why don't
just
you?
your code,
Yeah. Like it's almost the same as
just your code, but the only thing is that we had agreed like yeah, this week okay, I'll send you on Friday, and I was like cool. So I did think the code. You get what I'm saying? So that's the only like downer.
sure.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I set up things based on like okay, Friday is gonna be like this. You know?
Yeah. it's just one time, I guess. Because if you, I mean, there's no like that. That's why because this always faces me, and whenever it happens, is I usually tell people it's between Friday to Monday, because there's a lot of things I'm transferring and stuff like that. Even if I was to send you on TransferWise that, let's say TransferWise was working, it would still have come to you. Like I'll still send it today to come in before Monday. It still takes some like 1 or 2 days to transfer. But since this is rapidly, of course, it's gonna arrive right away.
No, remember transfer even in Turkey would come like in 30 minutes or so. Like,
Yeah, but I face this a lot that I made it a rule like, hey, like when I send the money on the Friday and then wait for it to come. Yeah, I get it, man. I mean, I guess this is on my side. It's my side. Like the money's getting so long to transfer, but I was not expecting to take so long to transfer. Um,
let's see.
the best option is I can send you 75 and then you wait for maybe 2 more weeks.
No, it's better even wait 75 and I wait for Monday and you send the rest. And I pay that the charge on mine.
Yeah, I think that's better because not only that, like if you gotta think of this way, okay, what is the other options I have? There are two options really. I can either send for personal or I can pay the money from my pocket. I mean, if it was like $1, okay, this is one time, but if I pay twice, that means it's gonna be $10 to send.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I get it.
I don't know, man. Just it might actually clear today. You never know.
You think so?
It might clear today. Let's see.
Okay, bro, let's do this. You can, maybe, I don't know what time you get done with work. I'm assuming maybe like at 8 or 9 or something like that, right?
Uh-huh. And also,
So,
Sunday might be a business. Saturday might be a business day. Is Saturday a business day?
that is not a business program.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe what we can do is that you can, like when you get done, if it's cleared by then, you can, if it's cleared by then, well and good, you can send it on. If it's not, I guess maybe you can send 75 so that I can, I still got a wedding tomorrow, so I cannot wait till like tomorrow that time because I got debt and promised to pay her back before time, so I think she want to use that money for the wedding, that's one. So if it doesn't clear, maybe you just send me the 75. That way I can clear her, I can do the next stuff, and then on Monday you can send the balance, I guess. If it does clear like before your shift ends, you can just send it.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, but please don't forget because like if you forget, I think you wake up around 6 my time. It'll be too late for me to even pay my sister. Then I won't be sticking to my word, which will not be good.
Hmm. Wait, so you want me to send it before I go to sleep?
Yeah, before you go to sleep, I'm assuming it's like morning my time.
Okay.
Because I'm saying before you go to sleep, in case the other one clears, you send everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the end of the business day will be done. Now it's only 2 p.m. You get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it does clear before you go to sleep, you can send it on. If it doesn't, I guess just send the 75 and you can send the other one on Tuesday, Monday, I guess, whatever it is.
Okay. Let me see. All right. What if you can send money with borrowed funds over here and then pay them back? Let's see if they're possible. Philip?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I set a reminder. Okay. In case I forget.
you set a reminder for the when you get done work? Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find if there's a way to send. Meaning, like, if I can, if the other app allows to pay by credit, pay and then pay them back. Let's see if that's possible. Maybe it is. Let's see.
Yeah, that would be really great. Pay by credit, you mean credit card?
Something like that. Man, this one requires tax ID. That's weird. Okay, forget it. Oh man. Okay. Or you can only use credit card, which is what I'm trying to avoid. Yeah, you can only use debit or credit card. Same thing. Yeah, never mind. Alright, so I'll let you know, man. Alright, see you. Go to work, bye. Huh?